Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to your weekly tarot reads with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. So for those of you that are long time subbies, that are my ride or dies, my Radiant Nation, you know I used to do these. I did these for a very long time and then stopped to have a break and a hiatus, and many people were very upset by that fact. You know, if anything, it was very endearing for me to know that I was so missed and that I helped so many of you get your housework done. Not sure how I feel about that, but you know, anyway, so this is just a little reintroduction. So if you are, that's for those of you that already know who I am. For those of you that are new subbies, for those of you that are new to the channel, I am Raphael. I am a tarot reader who uses astrology, numerology, and energy work. That is kind of like my whole sort of mix of tricks, tips, tools of my trade, let's say. You know, I like to think that I've developed a pretty natural and unique style of the way that I do things. So I will, for the time being anyway, be offering you weekly readings again, along with a whole bunch of other amazing goodies that I have to come. For those of you that are already a part of the Radiant Nation, you know I love you for it. Thank you for your time and your patience, and thank you for allowing me to take a break from doing something that I love but had been doing for a very long time and needed a little bit of a break from. So with that said, now that you know who I am and what I do, you can get a personal reading from me. You'll always be able to find all of that stuff in the description. With that said, stay tuned and we will get into your personal reading. Hey Scorpio, welcome to your week ahead taroscope. For those of you that are continued subbies, you know Rafi loves ya. I just want to say a massive thank you so much for letting me have a break and all of that good stuff. For those of you that are new to the channel, I missed you too, Scorpio. For those of you that are new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and all of you as well, please don't forget to like, share, engage with the channel, comment, all of those good things. It really helps get the work out there, and more importantly, it helps my channel grow. So I would appreciate it immensely. If you are a newbie and this resonates with you, hit that subscribe button. Okay, so for your before we start, remember they're general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody. That's fine. Use your own discernment. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your key to the week, let's have a look, see what is going on here. You have the High Priestess, hidden things revealed. So for a lot of you, I actually feel like this is going to come through a conversation. I don't feel that this is something nefarious that's been hidden, that's coming to light. It's not that. Sometimes it really is just a conversation that we have that is very illuminating because it helps shine a light on something within us. And for you guys this week, I actually feel like that's the case. There's something that's going to be shared with you through a conversation. And it's like when it is, it will be a huge piece to a personal internal puzzle of some sort. It does suggest as well that for a lot of you, for a Scorpio to share their secrets with you, you are in a sanctum. If you're a cross watcher, do not fuck it up. I'm just going to tell you that straight up, okay? For a lot of you Scorpios, it looks like you're ready to share something that maybe you haven't wanted to, if anything. Maybe you would never make public knowledge, or maybe something that you didn't want to talk about, but it's like you're ready to admit some kind of vulnerability here, or to share some secret of your own. And when you do, I think it's actually going to give a lot of people, well, I say a lot of people, it's going to give the person that you share it with food for thought. So I like this for you. In terms of your actions and options, you have the Three of Pentacles. This is information that finds you, that is for your eyes and ears only. Now, the reason I say that is because the Three of Pentacles, aside from all of the learning stuff, it really does represent where somebody gives us advice and we're not sure how, if we want to take that information or the advice. Because you have the High Priestess here, something is being shared in confidence. Because this is your actions and options, which is what you do, it is very likely that you are sharing some piece of knowledge, some wisdom, something that you have learned, or something that's been very hard won, some kind of knowledge or information that you've gained over a lifetime that you're ready to now share with a specific person. It might even be something from your, you know, from the studies and the learning that you've done that you feel ready to divulge. So I love this for you. In terms of the options that are available to you, that Three of Pentacles, there are opportunities here to gain more information and more wisdom. Because you have that High Priestess there, I'm going to say this and I say it out of all love, there is a portion of arrogance that you're going to need to overcome here. There's something about that High Priestess. Remember, one of her greatest, or, you know, sort of deepest virtues is purity. And what this means is you're having to let go of some part, not even let go of your ego, but there's some part of you that has to kind of say, okay, you know what, maybe I don't know as much as I think I do. Let me put that to the side and just hear openly whatever it is that's being shared. When it comes to your communications and conversations, the Death card, endings, completions, culminations, across the board when it comes to your professional ties and connections. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, look, this could literally be that you're dropping some kind of subject for a lot of you. Because it's the Three of Pentacles and you've got the High Priestess, I wouldn't be surprised. There's two ways this can go. One, a teacher or lecturer that you really like is going to leave, or one that is retired that was a big part of your formative educational sort of sphere may pass away. And I really hope I'm wrong on that front. Now, the Death card is in the communication sector. The High Priestess coupled with the Death card is a medium or spirit contact or otherworldly intuitions, which does tell me that for a lot of you over this week, you may be having some kind of visitation, a dream about a loved one that's passed, maybe a teacher that died. They're coming to you and they're going to share some piece of information with you that will actually be very helpful for you. I wonder as well if that's the piece of information. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, this could literally spell out you walking out of or leaving a job. And it doesn't have to be that it's like a slam door sort of walking out. It could just be that you realize actually it's time. There are other offers on the table and it's time for me to go. Practice some wisdom. If you have something else to go to, then yes, absolutely walk away from this current thing because it doesn't look like it's suiting or serving you anyway. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, it looks like you're releasing some kind of connection here professionally. You know, and the Three of Pentacles is about learning and studying and growth and all of those kinds of things. So it could literally be knowledge or information that finds you, and then you kind of say, okay, well, now that I have this, I know that actually moving on from here is probably the best way to go. It's likely that somebody is either leaving your organization, or if you're a one-man band like myself, this could literally be that you're ending some kind of collaboration or collaborative tie. It could also be, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, horrible and nefarious. It could literally be the end of a project. You know, like it could literally just be like, yeah, well, we've reached the final part of this project. It's time to move on to what's next. And then for those of you that are retired and no longer working, I don't think there's, for those of you that are older, I don't think there's a getting around this fact that you will have news of a death or a passing this week. I'm really sorry to say that. If it is the case, it will be somebody that you went to school with, somebody that you worked with, or a teacher. That's the theme. Like if you're losing someone, it's a teacher, a mentor, etc. For relationships, you have the Ace of Swords. So in terms of relationships, this is where you're making final decisions for a lot of you. So for those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this could be where you are ending commitments or relationship sort of ties. Doesn't have to be that you're, you know, all of you are suddenly going to walk out of your relationship. For some of you, this could be very amicable. For others, this could literally just be a time where you're saying, actually, you know, we were going to do this. So it's like some path or some avenue that you and your significant other had embarked on together. Maybe it's no longer viable. And now you start to suddenly say, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm going in a completely different direction from here. When it comes to those of you that are single and looking, you could meet someone through studies, maybe through the work or the profession. But if that is the case, it's like you only meet them in passing. It does feel like a lot of you are definitively ready to date now, which is great. For a lot of you though, it's kind of like this, yeah, I think I now understand the the caliber and the strength and all of the other stuffness of my relationship. All right, for your money and materials, you've got the Knight of Swords. So there's potentially a dispute over some kind of financial commitment here. This could be something that you've already paid for, something that you've already put money down for. Maybe you're not getting the service that you pay for. Maybe you've decided actually this platform isn't for me, or whatever the case might be. You could have a problem getting your money back. That's possible. It could be for a select few of you. I'm really sorry to say that you might need to just cut your losses and say, you know what, whatever, it cost what it cost, that's done, I'm going to move on from it. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, the Knight of Swords is, I often say to people when this card shows up, start working on your cardio. I'm not a doctor, I can't give you medical advice, but what I will tell you with this, and especially with the cards that are attending it as well, you want to now start working on the most efficient way to build up your cardiovascular strength and endurance. When it comes to your home and environment, look, home is going to be busy, you're going to be coming and going, the partner possibly is going to be coming and going. There's just a lot of busyness this week. And you know, for some of you, especially if you work for yourself or you work from home, maybe that busyness is that you're at home, but there's so much a volume of traffic and communication and stuff that you maybe don't really have much time for the usual things in your life outside of work. All right, well, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff, my dear Scorpio. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. If you want to book your personal reading, you can do so on the link in the description box below. Take care. I'll see you soon.